Plunge into the dark water. The cold hits me, then pure agony. My thigh is on fire, 1,000 needles tearing through my muscle. Man o' war. I reach the surface, gasping. I drag myself onto the sand. My brain screams the TV myth. Pee on it. I reach for my shorts. Stop. No. That triggers the stingers. It pumps more venom into my blood. I grab a water bottle. Fresh water? Never. It makes the venom sacs explode. I snatch my beach bag. I pour raw vinegar over the blistering welt. I rip my wallet open. I grab my credit card. I scrape the hard plastic edge aggressively down my skin. I tear those invisible tentacles out of my flesh. The boat is gone. Nothing but freezing black water. No life jacket. My muscles burn. Panic screams in my skull. I kick harder, treading water, fighting the ocean. It's a trap. My legs feel like lead. If I keep thrashing, I drown in 20 minutes. I have to stop. I reach underwater, rip off my heavy jeans. I tie the legs together in a brutal knot, zip up the fly. I grab the waist, swing it high over my head, and slam it down onto the surface. Boom! Air traps inside the wet denim. It inflates, a makeshift lung. I wrap my arms around it. It holds my weight. I can breathe. I will drown in my own blood. 60 feet deep, my regulator just died. Total vacuum. Panic hits. My brain screams to hold my remaining breath and kick for the surface as fast as humanly possible. I can't do it. If I bolt up with full lungs, the pressure drop expands the air. My lungs will literally rip apart from the inside. I have to fight every survival instinct I possess. I look up. I spread my arms wide to catch the water and slow my ascent. And most importantly, I force myself to scream. I blow a continuous, steady stream of bubbles from my mouth the entire way up. I let the air escape. It feels like suicide, but it is the only way to survive. I have to exhale everything, because if I don't, the black ocean swallows you whole. Ice-cold water crushes your lungs. It's 2 a.m. You just slipped off the deck. You watch the giant cruise ship keep sailing. Its lights fade into pitch black. Panic explodes in your chest. Your brain screams at you to swim. You thrash. You kick frantically toward that disappearing glow. Stop. That is a death sentence. You cannot outswim a motorboat. Swimming drains your body heat. Swimming kills you in minutes. Conserve every ounce of energy. Flip onto your back right now. Spread your arms and legs. Hit the starfish position. Let the salt water hold you up. Keep your airway open. Do not scream into the void. Wait. Save your voice until you hear the rescue boat engines roar back. Survive the freezing dark. My throat is bleeding. 3 days on this rotting rubber raft, and the sun is melting my brain. I'm staring at the ocean. Just a sip, right? Just to wet my cracked lips? No, don't do it. Swallow that poison and your kidneys shut down. You dry out from the inside. You die screaming. Grab the tarp. Pray for rain. Nothing? Grab the spear. Catch a fish. Gut it alive. Suck the clear fluid straight out of its eyeballs. Snap its spine and drink the marrow. It tastes like copper and death, but it keeps your heart beating. You do whatever it takes to survive another hour. Because when you pass out and wake up to the sound of waves. Freezing water is already up to my knees. The alarms are screaming, and the ship is violently tilting. My first instinct? Lock the cabin door and pray for an air pocket. Worst mistake of my life. Waiting for instructions down here is a death sentence. I need to get to the highest open deck right now. I grab my heaviest winter coat. Putting it on before the life jacket is the only way to fight off hypothermia. No time for luggage. Every second I waste dragging dead weight guarantees I'm going down with it. I force the heavy door open against the crushing pressure. The hallway is a dark, churning river of debris. Lights flicker and die. The roar of the ocean tearing through the metal hull is deafening. I slip, falling back as I plunge into the freezing black water. The surface disappears above me. I kick hard, diving deeper into the shadows. Suddenly, thick vines grab my ankles. Kelp. It wraps around my legs like wet leather ropes. Panic violently hits my chest. My lungs burn. I thrash my legs, kicking wildly to break free. Bad move. The vines instantly tighten. My aggressive kicking just tied me into a deadly knot. I'm trapped. Oxygen is running out. I force my body to freeze. I stop moving completely. I bend forward, sliding my freezing hands down to my trapped fins. I grab the thickest, deadliest stalk. I don't pull. I bend it sharply in half. Snap! It breaks like a dry twig. I rip the remaining vines off, but my mind goes blank because stepping wrong means instant agony. The warm water hides a nightmare. I feel something squishy under my heel. A razor-sharp barb whips into my ankle. Fire shoots up my leg. Panic hits hard. My brain screams at me to stomp my feet, to make noise, to scare the demons away. That is a fatal mistake. Stomping traps them. They strike again. I have to fight the instinct to lift my legs. I force my feet flat against the sand. I drag them forward. Heavy, sliding steps, like I am skiing through the ocean floor. The Stingray shuffle. The vibration warns them. The sliding toe nudges their wings. They scatter into the dark water. I push through the burning pain, dragging my feet toward the shore, scanning the murky shallows. Because you never know when the ice will break. Crack echoes. Black water swallows me. Total freezing shock. I can't breathe. Which way is up? The current drags me away from the hole. Panic screams in my head to dive deeper, to find the light. No, that kills me. My heavy coat traps air. I stop kicking. I let the buoyancy pull me up to the frozen ceiling. I slam against the hard ice. Where's the exit? Everything looks the same. Wait, look at the bubbles from my breath. They slide across the ice sheet. They always travel toward the opening. I follow the silver trail. There, a dark patch against the white snow above. I grab the jagged edge. I pull my freezing body out into the biting wind, gasping for life, remembering to test every step. I am trapped. I thought the reef was safe, but now, 10 feet ahead, a living silver torpedo locks its dead eyes on me, a giant barracuda. My first instinct, flash my dive watch, distract it, swim like hell. I rip my arm up. Sunlight bounces off the metal. Wrong move. So stupid. Its jaw snaps open. Rows of razor blades flash. It doesn't want me. It wants the shine. I yank my arm back, cover the watch, hide the wedding ring, kill the reflections. I freeze my legs. No thrashing, no splashing. I stare directly into its hollow black eyes and back away, inch by agonizing inch, toward the boat. I don't dare blink. I refuse to turn my back, not for a single second, because one wrong move